Hey guys, it's Godbars here, the self-proclaimed hip-hop historian, and this is the 352nd episode of my series, where I grab a vinyl from my collection, talk about why I love it, what influence it has, and what its place is in the grand scheme of hip-hop. So Danny Brown has been one of my top rappers for well over a decade now, ever since my freshman year of high school when an older friend put me on to Triple X, which still remains one of my favorite hip-hop albums of the 2010s. And the same can obviously be said about 2016's Atrocity Exhibition, both of which I've reviewed on the channel in the past, so I'll link both of those videos down below in the description. Danny is someone who I think most people assume really got his start when the 2010s rolled around, and while 2011 was without a doubt a huge turning point in his career, he had already been putting out pretty high-quality, consistent mixtapes for years at that point, including his 4-part Detroit State of Mind series, 2008's Hot Soup, Hawaiian Snow with G-Unit's Tony Yayo, and my personal favorite, 2010's The Hybrid. While I heavily enjoyed projects like You Know What I'm Saying and Scarin' the Hose, Danny's collaborative LP with JPEG Mafia, and heavily enjoyed his most recent project, which you'll definitely see in my upcoming Top 50 Hip-Hop Albums of 2025 video, I wasn't the biggest fan of his previous studio full-length, and today I wanted to use the opportunity to discuss Black and Brown, a collaboration with super producer Black Milk, and I personally consider this to be one of the most overlooked and underrated Danny Brown albums. And it actually came out the same year as Triple X, which is pretty impressive when you consider the sheer amount of output he gave us around this time. Black Milk is a top-tier Detroit-based producer who actually doubles as a pretty proficient rapper as well, and he has a myriad of projects well worth listening to, including Sound of the City, Popular Demand, Tronic, Album of the Year, No Poison, No Paradise, Glitches in the Break, and my personal favorite, If There's a Hell Below. He's continued with plenty of other quality work since then, but if you're a more casual hip-hop fan, you may know this legend best from the memorable beat he made for the track Really Doe, the iconic posse cut including Danny Brown, Kendrick Lamar, Ab-Soul, and Earl Sweatshirt. And he's done at least some production for pretty much any Detroit-based rapper who came out from the late 2000s to mid-2010s. Black and Brown is a relatively brief experience that may technically fall under the EP category, barely cracking the 20-minute mark. However, it's a very strong selection of beats, and one of my personal favorites actually comes in the form of the title track, which closes out the tape and features both of the Detroit legends trading off bars. And while Black Milk definitely holds his own, understandably my favorite verse comes from Danny. He comes in rapping, "Sitting on some Kobe's, smoking on a stogie, banging Noriega, when I'm done I light the bogey. 40 on the floor, Matt, I'll leave you holy moly. Banana in her tailpipe, I'll make her Axel Foley. Eating on pierogies, goose mixed with Sobe. Smoking on an Ozy, pimping like an OG. If you never knew me, then you probably never know me. Laid on me, homie, mask on like Shinobi. Ball so hard, got a MVP trophy. Smoke so much kush, I forget the hoes that blow me. Thick white bitch, slurp a rapper like Kirby. Hoes on my dick and they all look thirsty. Say they 19, but they all look 30. Everyday clean, y'all always dirty. Chronic coming in the same bag as a turkey. Dark color purple and it's tasting like Hershey." All of the beats here were handled by Black Milk, and we don't get any features on this thing, so I'm just going to get right into my favorite moments. And this time around, those would definitely have to be Wake Up, Lucy, and the title track. As for honorable mentions, I think I'm going to recommend songs like Soundcheck, Zap, Jordan VII, Dada, WTF, LOL, and Dark Sunshine. Thank you for watching my 452nd video. Next up, we have another Golden Age classic from one of hip-hop's most formative duos. So check in for that one, and if you enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, and let me know what your favorite moments are off this sleeper pick. Don't forget to have a great day, and I'll see you next time, okay? Alright.